Notes heard this song, his management team and everyone heard this song, saw people being like, Notes, it sounds like Notes, like get Notes on the feature. And they saw an opportunity. So they
Mm-mm.
contacted the creator, Amber,
Mm-mm.
paid her,
No. No.
took the song, and
No.
Notes has now. I went to London yesterday. It's crazy the difference for me, honestly. As soon as I get there, it's like I'm me again. And I'm really,
No.
really worried. Genuinely, I'm like, were we too hasty? Should we have stayed and looked for somewhere in London? The thing that's making me think no is purely the rent costs. Like we wouldn't be able to find a two-bed, two-bar that's as nice as the one that we have in London. And we were saying, like, separate to mum selling the flat, we've both been saying, oh my God, getting a bit fed up of London, want some more like we wanted to move out. Like we wanted to move out of the city. That was part of what we wanted. But I'm having to remind myself of the reality of change and how you just have to give yourself the time to get used to something instead of wanting to run back to where is comfortable and familiar. But I do love London. As soon as I got out of Liverpool Street Station, going down the Central Line, I went on Friday and I went on Saturday. Friday, I had an appointment for my Invisalign, which I'm starting up again. So I got on the Central Line and literally just walking through the station, which is something that people hate doing, and I also hate doing. But I was just like, I love this place. People everywhere, pure chaos, just noise and disruption and craziness. And I loved every second. I was like, no, my nervous system instantly relaxed, which is so the opposite of what's supposed to happen. It's supposed to be at peace when everything's a bit more chill. But when you're used to that kind of activity all the time, like that
Yeah.
becomes your baseline.
And then the other becomes
It just
um
feels like I don't know.
unnerving.
Yeah, unnerving is the word.
Yeah.
It's like feels a bit creepy, feels a bit like unsure. I don't know what's going on. Who are you? Why are there so few people and everyone's looking at me?
Yes. No, that is it, 100%. It's so funny that you're talking about this because I went to a wedding yesterday and I was sat on a table of like other people that I didn't know. And I was speaking to this woman who is from Northern Ireland and she moved to Leamington and now she's moved back to Northern Ireland. And she was just talking about how the transition of moving back home after being after staying in Leamington for a while. And she was just like, they had a bit of an argument, her and her partner, because he wanted to stay in Leamington because he's from Leamington. She wanted to go back home to Northern Ireland.
Mhm.
And she was like, it's it's such a part of who I am. Not
Mhm.
being from Northern Ireland, that is like such a big part of my identity. So when he wasn't enjoying being in Northern Ireland or wasn't sure about moving there or had his views on it, she was like, you're also now I feel offended because it feels like
Mm.
you're offending me.
It was like a
And
personal
saying,
rejection of like something that makes up who she is. It's like,
yeah. And so when she was saying all of that, I was like, I can't relate to anything more because anytime Will is like, oh yeah, I wouldn't want to live in London. Obviously, he's lived there before.
hmm
It kind of irks me. A part of
mm,
me is just like, you don't get it. You don't know it like I know it.
yeah.
You had a slice of London when you had graduated, working in a job in the corporate world for the first time,
hmm
not having that much money, staying in an area that you didn't really
No,
know.
I think that's a big part of it is you can't say that you don't want to live in London and you dislike living in London if your only experience of living in London is living in Whitechapel. I'm sorry. That's not representative.
Hello.
And that's no one's gonna like living in Whitechapel.
I was like, you've knocked it completely. You've just knocked it out of the park. Wait, what am I
Out of
saying?
the running,
You've
out of
knocked it
the
out of the running, completely knocked it because you've tried it once in a very specific context. And now you feel like you've got enough clout to be able to say you've tried it because you lived in Whitechapel for a year
Mhm.
while working a really tough job and the first time in the corporate world. Like, give me a break. London's so much more than that.
London's everything.
London.
London's everything and more.
The last few episodes has just did an ode to London and how
Literally.
actually it's better than anywhere you can go.
No, seriously, because I went to Alex's to do his hair yesterday, and Alex lives near me, like near where we grew up as well. I don't know why I'm trying to be cagey about it now when we really spilled the beans and exactly
Literally.
which area it is. But I was just walking around Hoxton and I was like, this is the best place in the world. This patch of land right here, best place in the world.
100%. And that doesn't go away. Like, let me tell you, as someone who's now lived out of London for over 2 years, crazy.
It's like three,
It's nearly 3 years.
it's not nearly 3 years, it's more than 3 years.
What are you
I think it might even be
saying?
four.
That's not correct, maths.
When did you move? How long you were in Milton Keynes for 2 years?
I was in Milton Keynes for a year and a half.
Okay, yeah.
And then I've been at this place for a year.
Oh, so much has happened in that time.
Oh gosh, our lives have taken so many different turns.
Feels like 5, 6 years ago you were in London and we were living together. It feels like ages, I'm sorry.
It does. It does though, because
Yeah.
there's been so many, exactly what you said, so much has happened, like big
hmm
things as well,
hmm
that it just, yeah, it is so strange. So it has only been 2.5 years, but it doesn't go away. Every time I go to London, I'm like, ah, breath of fresh
Yeah.
air. It's so, yeah, you're right. It's so funny because it's the least fresh air in the world. And it's just, but it is just amazing.
It's like you
And then
lock back into being you as well. You're like, and you're bouncing down the street and you're
I
everything's
was just gonna
fast
say,
and yeah, it's amazing. Oh my God.
it is. And it's not going anywhere. And it's still our city.
Yeah. But people
So,
don't talk about this when they say everyone move out of London, it's cheaper. You get more bang for your buck if you buy a house outside of London. Like everyone move and encouraging everyone to make the move out of London. It's not the only place in the world. No one talks about, yes, there's the part about people often talk about the part about being divided from your community or being separate from the community you've established in a city. But they don't talk about the identity shift or like the emotional impact or the psychological impact of being away from I don't want to be like up London's ass and that like Londoner who's just obsessed, but it's so different from so many places in the world in the UK. Like
oh yeah.
I don't know that there's anywhere like London. Obviously, there's loads of large cities. We've got Birmingham and Manchester, but it's not London. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not going to give. It doesn't hit like London does. It's there's a London culture, and there are a lot of I don't know, I feel like I'm offending a lot of people probably with saying this, but there's a lot of like home counties and shires and towns that give the same thing in terms of vibe, in terms of really beautiful, picturesque, landscapes and gorgeous markets and independent shops. And yes, it's unique in the fact that it has its own culture and its own like energy, but overall you're looking at the same vibe. You're looking at the same sorry to say, you're looking at the same thing. You're staring down the barrel of a farmer's market, a really lovely field, like one dusty knockoff cinema, some horrible like okay now I'm just being negative but some town center that's got like things that we only have like a few of in London anymore like Debenhams and Peacocks. Anyway, let me stop, but yeah, I have to find my way back. That's what I've decided. I'm moving back to London one way or another. I
You've
hope
not even moved in yet. You need to move in. I actually think this gap between moving in and thinking it actually isn't good.
it's horrible.
It's not a good one. It's not a good one.
I didn't
So
think it was gonna be. I was like, okay, yeah, just you know, the flat that we've got is so nice. So I'm like, it's worth delaying and having the stopgap for a bit. It's worth it because when you do settle in and move in, it's gonna be fine. And that's still true. Like,
yeah,
yeah,
I think you still made the right choice because you got the best of what was available for sure.
yeah,
But
but
I
yeah,
think this gap is giving you time to be like,
hmm
the hell? And also you're not comfortable. You're not in your own environment. You don't know where any of your things are, and that is
yeah,
really not nice as well.
yeah,
So,
hmm But I
So
do
now
think
just trying to navigate the new place while also feeling
not
really
being,
transient and
yeah,
yeah, isn't great.
but I do think that there would have been, I would have had these same feelings and thoughts, maybe not to the same extent, if we did move straight into the flat, me and Alex, that we're staying
Mm,
in. But because it is a huge change.
hmm. True.
But yeah, that's how I am. I loved my weekend in London. It was so sunny.
Oh
It's been
gosh,
so
yeah.
sunny, yeah.
What was it like in
Honestly.
London? Because it's always like 2 degrees higher in London
Yeah,
because of the
honestly, everything's better in London. It's sunnier in London. And I also was seeing people's like Insta story talking about there's nothing like a London summer. There's nothing like a London. And I was like, you guys are all, this is all about me. This fucking play is about me. You guys are all atting me. You're all like trying to make me feel like shit, and it's working. It's working. I said it to Alex when I was at his, and he was like, "Don't worry, we're coming back." Like just like you said, it's not going anywhere. We're coming back. We will still be in London. We will still enjoy it. But I actually can't dwell on this. I'm trying not to be so negative about it all, but just like living in London, working from home in London means you can pop up on a Friday or Thursday at 3 p.m. and go outside, just go to the park, go to just I don't know, like it hits in a different way. But I am gonna give it the time. We've got no choice in here. I've signed a year.
But
And
also,
yeah,
if you did live in London and tried to find a 2 bed, 2 bath, you'd either be paying like 3 grand or you'd be living in like the arse end of
yeah,
London that wouldn't even want to live in anyway.
exactly.
And you'd still be feeling exactly the same way as you're
Yeah.
feeling, but just towards Hoxton and being like,
Mm.
there's nowhere like Hoxton.
Exactly. It's true. It's true. But East London, or that particular part of like London, where it's like Hoxton, Haggerston, Dalston, London Field, all of that area, chef's kiss.
100% the best place to be. My friends keep trying to make South happen. It's really frustrating.
I just find it odd, like as born and bred North Londoners,
Yeah,
we don't do that.
I
We
know.
don't do that so easily and so flippantly, just relocate to South London across the river. How south are we talking?
I didn't even know Brixton, Peckham. The thing is, I like Brixton, I like Peckham.
Brixton's the furthest south you can go. As a North
Yeah,
Londoner,
but
like Brixton's the furthest because the transport links aren't as dire.
true. Peckham as well. You've got Peckham Rye. But they're talking
Mm,
about no, you're
mm.
not sold. What about Tooting
I knew
Beck?
you were gonna say Tooting. I knew you were
Yeah.
gonna say Tooting. No way. No
What's
way.
Beck anyway?
Lord
Tooting Beck.
knows. Girl, I have no idea. There's Elephant and
Yeah.
Castle that quite a few people go to as well.
Elephant and Castle, when you go there, it's like a different world.
It's like some industrial, scary place. And if you go in the tube station, if you go in the tube station, you've been sucked into a different portal.
No, no way out. Also, it's all built up now. There's all stuff there. I actually went to a really nice Venezuelan restaurant there.
Oh, really? I didn't know they had
Yeah.
stuff.
And yeah, they've got stuff. They've got fairy lights and little little places to go and eat and like a pavilion
Ooh.
and high-rise new builds.
I know about the new builds, but they have new places. It just feels like a ghost town. But there is a really thriving Latin community in Elephant.
Yeah, and thank God because the food I ate there was amazing.
Oh my God.
Amazing. I can't even remember what it was called, so don't ask.
The thing is, having having moved to this part of Hertfordshire where it's literally like north of north of north. When will I go to South London again?
Girl.
I'm not going. You're gonna have to go because your friends are moving there. I'm not
Exactly. She's
going.
she's even done doing her birthday there. One of my friends is doing her birthday in Southeast.
When are they moving? And whereabouts in South East?
I don't know that she just sent the place, and she was like, "Oh, guys, because I booked it so late, the only dinner slot we have is 9 p.m. So I'm going to be in Southeast London at 9 p.m.
How are you getting
eating dinner."
back?
I don't know, and I was just like sad react if you can't make it. And I was like, "Girl, I can't. I can't sad react because." I have to go to your birthday. So what's all this? Just book the dinner, tell us it's at 9 and like we have to deal with it because we have to deal with it anyway.
9 is a crazy time for dinner.
I know. And there's too many of us to try and do a walk-in.
I think you guys need to know what you're ordering as well before you get there.
I can't eat my dinner at 9 p.m. and then
You're
be
gonna have to.
expected to drink.
Everyone's counting on you to drink, though. They're all gonna be expecting you to drink. You gotta get it
Do you
together.
know- I am so hungover today because I went to a wedding yesterday, like I said. I drank the place dry.
What did you have?
Everything. I had wine, both wines with my meal, red and white, loads of white. And because I was having it with lemonade, it was just a spritzer. So I was like, oh
Mm.
yeah, get that down me, get that down me. It just kept on flowing. Then I moved on to vodka. I had vodka in the night.
What the hell? At a wedding?
Crazy,
At a wedding?
crazy,
What vodka? What mixer did you
crazy
have?
choice. Lemonade. Then I had Diet Coke. I didn't even drink
Oof,
Diet Coke.
oof.
Then I
Yeah.
had it. Then I was just having vodka with tonic, which I loved, really nice. And then this man that we met at the wedding brought us all a round of tequila shots, so I was having shots. Then
Mm.
back onto the vodka tonics, vodka elderflower tonic. That was absolutely delicious.
Okay, yeah, that I can do, but vodka and Diet Coke sounds horrible. I hate Coke as a mixer.
Yeah, yeah, because Coke is what revives me the next day, so I can't really be mixing business and pleasure like that. But it was Will that got it for me, and he was just like, he just knows I love Coke, so he just thought it's the same across the board. But
Mm.
yeah, I drank, 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 and so waking up and so thinking about all the other things that I've got planned, like my friend's birthday where we're gonna drink late, like tomorrow where we're supposed to go on a bottomless brunch. I just don't want to do it because the idea of it makes me feel sick.
Yeah, but I think you should do it. It's Bank Holiday Monday.
I know. What are you doing on the bank holiday Monday?
I've got work. I never, honestly, I'm working for an American company. God love me. God love me because they did not regard the UK bank holiday when allotting training dates. So I am actually going to have to work. Technically, it's only from 3 to 6 that aligns with the US time zone, but I'm going to work in the daytime as well because I didn't quite get everything I needed to get done on Friday because it was just so sunny.
It's
It was
gorgeous.
so sunny on Friday that I didn't get everything I needed to get done. So Bank Holiday Monday, I will be waking up in the morning and logging in. I might have a slow start to my morning and like go for a walk, go to the gym, try
Wait,
and
what
reestablish
what
some
gym?
routine. Well, I'm just trying to sort out my gym situation at the moment because I was too hasty in switching over. When I was in London, my gym was in Shoreditch, but they have branches in like, different Hertfordshire branches too. So I went to the branch of my same gym here and like did a walkthrough, and then immediately after the walkthrough, I was like, "Yeah, transfer me over here so that this is my home gym." I didn't even need to do that because they're both on the same tier, so I could just have been using the Hertfordshire gym in the meantime whilst figuring out where I actually wanted to be longer term. Anyway, did that walkthrough. Didn't love the layout of that gym. Didn't love that there's no guest passes, and didn't love a lot of things about it.
And it was so expensive.
It's so expensive. Yeah, it's so yeah. It's more. It's the same price as what I was paying in London, but for the price, like, don't say that if I'm bringing want to bring a guest, I have to pay £15. That's crazy. So anyway, the next day I went to tour Chid's gym, and it's so much better. Like it just is nicer, bigger. The layout made sense. I just preferred the vibe of it. Both of them have pools. This one, I think you get two guest passes a month or one a month. I can't remember what you
Yeah,
get.
you get 2 a month.
2 a month, and it's cheaper. You get like there's different tiers of membership and there's way more offerings. So yeah, anyway, I wanted to swap over. When I went to London yesterday, I went back to the gym, asked them about cancelling, explain the situation. I've already switched over to my home gym, but that's starting from 1st of June. Can I cancel can I cancel my membership completely? And they were like, oh, it's actually a 30-day notice period, and it was the 2nd of May when I went. So I've just missed it by one day. So I'd have to pay for another month. But he was like, just send an email and I'll see what we can do. So until that's resolved, I don't really know which gym my gym's going to be. I sent the email immediately after, but Lord knows, basically. So whichever gym, it's probably going to be the one that I'm currently with because either way, I think I'm going to have to stay here for the rest of May, which is fine because once Alex gets here, hopefully I'll be out of that and we'll be at the same gym. So yeah, because the reason that I wanted it to have a guest pass is because at the moment me and Alex go to different gyms, but we always work out together on a Sunday and do like a full body workout.
Oh, that's
But
cute. I
because
didn't know you did that. That's so cute.
it's honestly like a highlight of my week. And because
Oh.
he has four he can no he can bring a guest 4 times a month. So we just go to his gym. Whereas I can bring one once every quarter. But they're quite flexible in the Shoreditch branch. So yeah, so that's why the guest pass thing was important because it's like those Sunday sessions I need Alex for those. Like it needs to be I need that, especially because we do like HIIT and like this core workout as well. And I won't do it if he's not there, genuinely. I'm not gonna make myself do that.
That's so sweet.
But I think now if I'm going with your gym, he's likely to go with that same gym when he gets here as well. So we won't even have to worry about guest passes.
Yeah. It's the best one, I think, in the area.
Yeah.
I like the layout. I like that it's clean. I like that it's got all the equipment that I want, all
Mhm.
the stuff that I actually think that I use. I say that, but I haven't been to the gym in ages. I went the
Yeah.
other day and I was like, oh my God, this is hard.
It's
This is
so hard.
hard when you take such a long break.
Yeah.
And you're like starting again.
Even without the break, it's hard, man.
It's true.
Some weeks, literally, like if you're on your period or approaching your period, your limbs are like useless noodles. I swear, like the strength leaves my body. I can't do anything. It's
Mm.
absolutely crazy. Like 1 week, and it's crazy because you know the way the cycle works is the week before you're smashing it. You're so strong. You've never been stronger. And then 5 to 7 days later, you can't do the weights that you were doing before. You're so tired. You're so hungry. But yeah, so
Do you-
Monday, I want to do that. I want to go to the gym and just start having some sort of routine because genuinely like my steps these days are like 2000. Like, I'm not doing anything or leaving the house or so I need to do that.
I think you need to go out and just explore because it's another thing of like you don't know where you're going. Go out, turn left, turn right, see where it takes you.
Yeah, go on.
Go to that cafe that I told you about as well and get yourself an olive baguette.
Oh my
Get yourself
god.
a baguette that's got olives baked into it and butter that shit. It's
Oh
so
my
nice.
god.
It's so nice. Have a coffee, have a chai latte. Wander,
Did you
you'll
find it
like it.
easy, really easy to settle in because you've done the whole Milton Keynes thing for a year and a half?
Yeah, 100%. I think that was a nice transition because for me, when I moved to Milton Keynes, I was like, oh, what have I done? What have I done? What have I done? What have I done? Regretting it, regretting it hard, thinking, I can't do this. I loved my flat. It was probably one of like apartment I had dreamed about when I was younger. A
Hmm.
place that my younger me would be like, oh my God, you lived here. It was just gorgeous, really big windows, beautiful kitchen, island, huge storage places, huge rooms. It was just lovely and a really nice building. But one, it wasn't London, and two, it was Milton Keynes. So it was like, so it was like shit. And I couldn't drive. So I
Hmm.
was in this place far away from all of my friends. Yeah, it's 30 minutes on a train to London,
Hmm.
but it's also £30.
And
And
it's
it was just
a train into Euston, mind you. The
exactly the worst
worst.
station in
Yeah.
the world.
Yeah.
Not not just London, in the world. Euston is, and it's always got a fucking issue, that place.
Yeah, literally.
The track's always on fire. It's so crowded, but
Hmm.
not in a like nice way, just in a everyone's panicked and everyone's either really running fast to their platform or going far too slowly. Pigeons everywhere. A Burger King. It's just not. I don't like it. I don't like it. So yeah, definitely terrible. And it was just like I felt isolated for a while. It was thank God Will's brother and fiance lived there, so that was my familiarity. But it still was a really difficult transition, and yeah, I think I struggled massively because I didn't have my people around
Mm.
me, and also I felt like that period. I do feel like my friendships drifted, and I do feel like sometimes with friendships you kind of see which ones are about convenience. Like, oh yeah, like even at school, you wake up, you're seeing your friend on Monday, Tuesday through to Friday. It's easy. You're gonna see them all the time. You see them after school. It's nice.
Mhm.
When you go to uni and you've got your uni friendships and you all live in the same sort of part of your uni city, like Lenton and Nottingham, where it's just student and
Mhm.
a student area and everyone's there. When you grow up and you're out of that space and you really have to make a concerted effort to see someone because they're not in the same town as you and they're a £30, 30-minute train ride away. Yeah, it's difficult. And yeah, I found it quite hard. But
Yeah.
I didn't hate it. Like I actually didn't. There was so much I liked about it. I really got close with George and Leanna. The flat was amazing. All of this stuff. It was really nice to live with Will for the first time. But because I had that experience and there were parts that were really hard, moving to Hertfordshire, where mum was, Ekena was, brother lives there, like, and also I knew how to drive. I learned how to drive, and it just opened out my world a lot more. So the transition was easier. And I had been out of London for a year and a half at that point. So I was like,
Mhm.
you know,
There's an unfortunate fact that I need to face there, which is that I need to get my driving license, which I really, really, I'm going to be drastically Sweden for that. I really like. I don't get it. I don't want to do it. If there's a way that I cannot do it, I'm still exploring options. Genuinely, genuinely, I don't want to do it. And the thing is, I've done like so many driving lessons already in the past. I found the biting point. I've turned into the bay. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
I've done the hill starts. I don't ever want to do it again. I don't, even if I get my license, I don't want to drive. I hate the prospect and the thought of it. Immediately, I start thinking about it. I'm tired. Thought of getting behind the wheel and driving. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. I don't want to do it.
I hear you. I hear you, girl. And do you know what the worst part about it is? It's the fights that you have to do to even get to the point of learning. First of all, finding a good instructor,
Hmm.
hoping that the reviews were correct and they're actually decent and they're actually good and they're not going to yell at you or make you feel like shit. Okay, fine. Now I need to book my theory, difficult revision, and also you're going to give me a 2 year window to do something about it, to do something with the theory once you pass. Okay, fine. Now practical. That thing is harder than getting Beyonce tickets. I'm not
Mm,
joking. Because we've seen Beyonce how many times? We managed to get the
yeah.
tickets to London, Paris, and we will go to Texas next year. But I think the government might be doing something about the whole test situation because it is getting out of hand and it's been since 2020. But it's really difficult.
Yeah, the government's going to do something that's going to take effect in 2028.
Yeah.
So I better find those sites or apps that people sign on to, and it's like £300 to get a driving test
No.
slot, and then it's going to be somewhere in Wales.
That's for ages. For ages, my test was in like, I can't even remember what town, some random town in the north of England. And I just had it so that I could book and swap it with somewhere else. It's a
Mm,
whole thing. But I am so grateful I never had to pay the £200 excess to find a place because that's just too much pressure if you go and fail that test.
yeah, exactly,
And you
exactly.
spent like £260 on it. Oh, girl, don't worry, you'll learn how to drive. But do
Yeah.
automatic. Don't do all that clutch brake, biting point stuff. It's just not
Yeah.
worth it.
Yeah, it's now that I already know that part of it. The hardest part is actually the maneuvers, and automatic doesn't help you on that.
True.
Apart from, yeah, not having to worry about the gear.
Yeah.
Oh God, it's just not for me. I'm a TFL girl. Okay, so I mean, I can probably guess what your signal and your bars are this week.
None.
Given how,
I don't have any buzz.
given how hungover you are, you need to get some food down you and like a good crisp cold drink.
That's what it.
Yeah, it
Oh,
needs to be crisp and it needs to be cold.
and it needs to be fizzy. I want to hear the fizzies bouncing around the tin. I want to hear it. No, I did. Will brought me a bacon and egg sandwich, but there was something about the HP fruity sauce in there that was making me feel sick. And
Yeah,
that's my favorite
yeah,
breakfast
that's
sauce.
crazy to me to have that with eggs.
HP fruity?
Yeah, to be honest, I don't really, I can't really think of a place with that sauce that would feel right. But usually you like it. But I guess now that you're in this delicate state,
Yeah, it's making it worse. What's your signal check?
um, I'm at 3 bars, and that's quite high for how
Yeah.
I've been feeling, to be honest. But I think it being a bank holiday weekend and it's so sunny, and today I've been getting myself more organized and set up properly in Chid's spare room so that it doesn't feel so chaotic and things are everywhere, and just yeah, did my laundry. I do
Oh,
have to say as well, with all my complaints about living in Hertfordshire and not being in London and blah blah, and, where are all my things, and Chid has made it very very welcoming. It's a really nice and welcoming space, so it's not about that. It's not about,
mm,
I think anywhere I would have had these feelings, but for it not being my home, like it has, it does have a very homey vibe to it. So
that's
I
cute.
really appreciate that. No, genuinely, you've been very, very good. Both of you as hosts, very nice.
Oh,
Will going to get my Five Guys. When I ordered a delivery and Will went to get it from the delivery man, I was like, oh, you know what? I'll get used to this.
that's cute. Yeah, well, you're welcome, my sister.
So yeah, I'm gonna walk around.
Yeah,
You
is
know
the sun
what?
properly out?
Yeah, it looks like it. Feels like
Okay,
it.
good.
Yeah. Somehow yesterday when I was getting home, I think it was like 10, 11, raining,
Mm.
absolutely raining. And when I left the house, it was so sunny that I was wearing like cycling shorts and a t-shirt. Left Alex's. I had actually brought a change of trousers because you can never be too sure. You can never be too sure with the UK. So left Alex's in a hoodie and trousers because it's raining so much. Like, what is this? Stay in one place. Stay in one place. I'm actually seeing that it's dropping down to 13 degrees next week.
Yeah, it can never let us just enjoy it for more than 2 days.
Do
It's
you know what
bullshit.
though? I feel somewhat responsible.
Oh God, what did you do?
I've put it out into the universe. I
You
put a
did it.
bid out into the universe that the temperature could drop. Yeah, I know. I know. I know,
Why?
Chid. And the reasoning is that I only pack cozy clothes. I don't have summer clothes with me. I know it's selfish.
So
I
you messed it
know.
up for everyone?
I did. I did. And I put it out. I said, please, a part of me wants it to get colder because I
On your
can't be
own
wearing, it's
birthday
my birthday month.
month.
I know.
Wow, this is, I'm shocked. I'm
I'm
shocked. I didn't know
shocked.
you were doing this.
I'm shocked. I did do it. I did. I just thought, listen, if all I've got is like joggers and joggers,
Joggers. Spring, summer.
really, if that's all I've got, then I'm gonna have to bend the external environment to fit to fit with my particular requirements at this particular juncture. So yeah, honestly, as soon as I did it and I felt immediately bad after, I was like, no way, no way. But you can't take it out once you can't take it, put it back in once it's been unleashed. I
Oh
already
dear.
manifested it, and here we are. And I
Shit.
can't say, let's see how I feel when the time comes because I've been sweltering in my
Yeah,
clothes.
you couldn't have just borrowed some clothes. And you
I
know that I've been cutting all my clothes. I don't have any long skirts or trousers
That's
anymore.
so
They're all
true.
shorts and
That's so
minis.
true. Well, hopefully it doesn't last because next week it is my birthday. So I'm gonna need it to lock in for some nice weather. Not that I have anything to wear. I
Yeah,
am
not
actually
that
gonna
you
do an
know what you're
order.
doing.
Yeah, not that there's anything planned. I'm gonna do an order for just a nice like whatever, something cute, not fancy, just cute.
Okay, good.
But yeah, there's my confession of the week. Oh my God, I have to mention, did you see that AI trend that was happening on TikTok where it was like people getting AI to turn their text messages into a song?
Yes.
Yeah. And have you
Yeah.
seen that particular one where that really blew up? I think it's one of the first ones that was like, pick up the phone, Amber. It's someone's
Yes.
boyfriend, pick up the phone right now. Oh no, their ex-boyfriend.
Yeah.
If you want this relationship to last, pick up the fucking phone, Amber. That's the lyrics made up this person's text. Have you seen
Yeah.
this? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you seen the development? So a lot of people in the comments was saying, so there's this trend on TikTok where, yeah, people are getting their text messages and getting AI to turn it into a song. And I felt like we have to discuss this on this podcast because we have been tracking the development of AI and how humans interact with it. So this one creator called Amber had these text messages from their ex-boyfriend and they made it into this trend. And everyone in the comments are being like, yeah, it's actually a very vibey song. And people have been like, yeah, this sounds like Notes. This sounds like Notes. Tell me why a couple of days later, Notes is promoting the song. So I was like, lol, not Notes jumping on the trend, like just getting on the TikTok wave. Look at us all here together on social media, just sharing the same laughs and the same jokes.
No, no, no,
Why did
no.
his caption say out on all streaming platforms now?
Wait, what's happening here? Did he create the trend to promote his music? Is this an underhand secret thing where they've manipulated us?
Now, here's the thing. I would appreciate it if it were an elaborate. marketing ploy. And they had created this TikTok trend, leveraged the power of social media, flipped it on its head, and brought to us this creation that looks like it was made by AI, but actually was made by a real person. And they're just jumping on the wave and creating something quite unique. No, that's not the
Oh my
case.
God.
It's the second more sinister thing, which is that Notes heard this song, his management team and everyone heard this song, saw people being like, Notes, it sounds like Notes, like get Notes on the feature. And they saw an opportunity. So they
Mm-mm.
contacted the creator, Amber,
Mm-mm.
paid her,
No. No.
took the song, and
No.
Notes has now done some, I don't know what he's done to it. I haven't listened to it, but he's jumped on the song.
So
He's,
it's who featuring notes? Because what are we saying?
it's
Who created
Notes.
it?
It's Notes. It's Notes. It's just him. I think there might be someone else on the song, but it's a
It's
note song. It's
AI.
AI. It's BS. It's BS. It's AI, but because it sounds like notes, like
Who
this kind of
owns it?
sound,
Where do we go from here with these sorts of things? Because
chid
if someone samples this, who owns that? Is it
notes.
Amber?
Well, Amber did, but I guess now she's sold it to Notes and his team. So now Notes, it's his song.
Whose notes?
Let's start there. Do you know what? I just feel like, how can you not be embarrassed that you've stolen an AI song and we all saw it happen? Like, it's not like you guys were secretly in the back using AI to make the song, to write the lyrics and make the beat, and then none of us knew. We saw Amber post the text from her ex boyfriend and create that song from AI. We know exactly how it originated. Where's the integrity?
Yeah, I thought creatives hate AI.
Yeah, they do, unless they can somehow make a buck of it. But
I
this is
need
the
to
other
hear
way.
this
It's not
song.
AI stealing from creatives, it's
Yes.
creatives stealing from AI. But I guess you could argue that where would AI have gotten that sound from? It's all taken from the internet and things that are already put out there. So it could be that they used notes heavily to inspire that song.
Mm,
Like, who knows? But still, like, I just feel like, wouldn't you be shameful? No?
yes.
Wouldn't you feel ashamed?
Yes. Yeah.
You didn't do anything. You just paid for that. But then again, like maybe it's the visibility aspect because that's happening all the time behind the scene where artists are paying other creators for their songs and then they just re-record it and then they release it and then that's suddenly a like how many songs has Ray actually been behind? MNEK, all of these like amazing,
Mm.
talented singer-songwriters, producers who have
Yeah, but they're real people. They're real creatives. It's still getting the creatives to create
mm,
and be, and it's a whole collaboration of creatives,
yeah,
geniuses. Because MNEK working with Beyonce to do the bridge for Hold Up, like
yeah,
beautiful. That's art. But you're legitimizing and validating AI while also being like, no, AI is ruining the creative industry, but then you're still bringing it in and you're featuring on the song with it.
yeah.
You can't have it both ways.
Yeah, I also don't see where the longevity is with a track like that that's come entirely from a TikTok trend. Like it was always gonna blow over. Everyone's loving it now. Pick up the phone, Amber, like if you want motivation to last, everyone's loving it. It's a moment.
Mm.
But does that matter all the time? Like if you can get your moment and have your hit moment and get your clicks, get your likes, get that money, even if
Yeah.
it's in a 4 week window, like, is it always the goal that art has to outlast and music has to outlast and move through and move beyond and be passed down and passed through? Like, can it just be because that's kind of how it has been in recent times with TikTok, but not in this
Yeah.
way, where it's like, oh, we've got this AI song and now I'm gonna jump on it.
Yeah.
It's more like, okay, how can we get people's attention for a short amount of time, but get as many people's attention as possible, like as many TikTok users on this. Like, how can we really trend? And we know that it's going to be a quick one, but maybe
Y-
the priorities have changed or shifted somewhat
yeah.
because
And that's what it is. It's about what your priority is as an artist. Are you doing it for the longevity and the legacy and making music that resonates with people, or is it about the clicks and is it about the okay, this is a fast win, this is I know that this is going to trend on TikTok. I know that
Hmm.
someone can make a dance out of it and people are gonna
Yeah.
run with it for a while, and that's okay. Now I'm making TikTok music. What the fuck?
Do you know what I hate seeing is I hate to see artists create the dance for their own song, the TikTok dance. Like,
Megan
leave that to
Trainor
the
come to the
people.
front.
Leave
Megan
that.
Trainor.
We, the people, we say how we want to interact with that song in terms of the TikTok dance that comes out of it. Don't you prescribe and force that down. It takes away the authenticity of that like online experience of like people just a random 17-year-old girl in her room
Mm,
popping and locking and
renegading all over the place.
renegading, yeah, flying limbs flying through the song, and then it takes for other high schoolers and young people to see that dance and want to replicate it. It's not for
Yeah,
you to stand up there with your team and be like, it comes out sourceless.
it does,
It
Megan.
loses the flavor. Do you know what? I don't even know which Megan Trainor song or dance you're talking about.
She does it with all of her songs. What did Megan Trainor do? Because I don't like her recently.
She's very annoying. I don't think there's anything particular that she's done. She generally rubs people up the wrong way. She's very, very annoying. Very annoying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Don't like her either.
Although, who did the dance for Zara Larson's All Night, All Summer? Because that was popping off for a bit. Did she give us that?
No, that was a TikTok user.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good. Good,
Yeah.
good, good.
I
Okay, I
think
like
so
that.
anyway. I don't know if it's a TikTok user who just popularized posting learning the dance from the interlude and posting it on TikTok, or whether she created it. But I know that there's a point where one of her shows she gave homage to that girl.
Mm,
So I assume she created it, but I could be wrong. But Zara Larson, I'm a big fan of her. I'm a big fan of
mm.
her, but the tide has started to turn against her. Have you seen?
What? No, what happened?
Nothing. She's the same person that she's always been, but I think, as success grows and as you become more exposed to more people, and even the people that knew you and loved you before can just switch.
We're
So it's like
bad.
now you're getting too big for your boots. Now you're getting too excited. But it's like she's always been like this. She's
We're
always been
bad,
like that.
man. We're always trying to, and I'm saying we, it's not us two. It's you guys. It's not me and my sister. It's y'all. They always want to humble, especially a woman. She
Yeah.
gets big, yeah, it's the same thing. She's being the
Hmm.
same,
Hmm.
and then they turn. Oh, it's bad.
Do you know someone who the tide has really turned on, and she cannot catch a break? She cannot get people to like her. Chapel Roan.
Oh my God.
And then
Her
that footballer
boundaries. Oh
stands on those boundaries. And that footballer who went to expose that he shunned her daughter when she was eating breakfast at a hotel.
yeah. Did he make a statement to take it back, being like, oh, I could
Yeah.
have been wrong when I
Yeah.
said all of that,
Yeah. He
actually?
later came back and he was like, not too much on the Chapel. I think I actually got some details wrong, and actually it was her team, and she had no idea that that even happened, and it had nothing to do with
Idiot.
her. After everyone, just because they lap up any anti-Chapel Roan propaganda, everyone was ready to completely drag her through the mud. And do you know what I have to say? I don't think she's very likable,
Mm-mm.
but I don't think she deserves to be swamped the way that she has been.
No.
But there's that thing of like, and this has been a conversation for a long time, since like the 2000s and the paparazzi being crazy and how celebrity just completely exploded. That whole thing of like, well, if you didn't want to be famous, if you didn't want those bad sides that come with fame, then why are you here? If you don't want to take pictures with paparazzi and you don't want to sign autographs and say hi to people when you see them and be kind to your fans who got you to this position, then what are you doing here? I don't really know how I feel about that,
Oh,
because
I
it
was
is
gonna
it
ask
is a
you.
thing where it's like, yeah, you should be aware of the other side of fame. But the thing is, we can only know it so much from the outside looking in. Like, until
Exactly.
you actually experience it, you don't know how you're going to feel about it.
Exactly. Yeah.
So how much can you really plan against feeling like shit when people are coming up to you to get an autograph while you're eating breakfast?
Exactly. And also, why does it have to be one and the same? Why is it to live my dreams of performing in the O2 and sell out Wembley's arenas?
Arena.
Like, why does that also have to come with not having any privacy and paparazzi chasing me down? And
Mm.
And why can't it? I don't know.
But imagine if you just saw Beyonce in the street.
Oh my God, what would you even do?
I just have to go up to her and thank her with everything inside me. Just thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, B, thank you, B. Genuinely, I would just be like, thank you. I honestly can't think of another thing that I'd say to her. I love
Do you
you so
know?
much. Thank you. Thank
That
you for
just reminded
everything.
me of grandma gave us this like rosary bead, but it's like in the shape of a rosary bead, but it's 1,000 thank you Jesus every day. You're supposed to say thank you Jesus, thank you Jesus, thank you Jesus, and like move your way through the beads of the thank yous. And so you
Not
know why
Beyonce
that
being Jesus. Thank you, Beyonce.
thank
Thank
you,
you, Beyonce.
thank you,
Thank you,
bead.
Beyonce. That's blasphemy. That's taking the Lord's name in vain. But seriously, if I you can't as a layperson, you can't see Beyonce in the street.
No.
Paparazzi or no paparazzi, like that is if we didn't have the same celebrity culture of like being hounded for press, still as ordinary people, we would react if we saw like a big celebrity, a big star.
Mhm. Yeah, what was said to have happened by that footballer? What was claimed? What
It
did
was
he
claimed
claim?
it was claimed that his daughter went to say hi to Chapel Row and they were both staying at a hotel and it was they were eating breakfast and she saw his daughter saw Chapel Roan and wanted to say hi to her or get her autograph or something or get a picture with her. And before she even neared the table, as she started approaching, her security team essentially the way that the reaction was, you think that he got her in a chokehold, slammed her to the ground, like. But actually, what happened is the security said, "No, you can't near her. Go back where you go back where you came from."
She was embarrassed.
She was embarrassed. She
She
was
was
upset.
embarrassed.
Like it. And apparently, Chapel was just sitting there the whole time, just eating her cereal or whatever she was having for breakfast. And this, when this statement came out, Chapel Roan did immediately say, like, I didn't know this happened. I don't recall. If anything, it was my team, and I wouldn't have told them to do that. Like they know, but they know that obviously, if I'm sitting down eating breakfast, like I'm eating my food, so probably they would have taken that decision. I can't remember the full verbatim what she said, but she was apologetic. She was kind of being like making it clear that it wasn't her. Um, and then it was like weeks later that the footballer actually came out. And who was the footballer? I don't even remember his name.
Why is he so entitled?
Seriously. I guess it's something about seeing your child like so disappointed after trying to meet their idol.
Yeah, but why did you come and tell us? Why didn't you go and speak to Chapel?
Yeah, why did you slate her like that online? What were we supposed to do? Oh, and she turns away children. Like we already hate her. No one likes her already. Her PR is in the mud. She tells paparazzi to shut up and stop shouting at her.
Yeah, she comes to
Stands
red
on
carpet.
business.
Yeah, everyone is quaking when she gets onto the red
Literally.
carpet. Her publicist has to come and be like, Chapel's coming, guys. Act correct.
Like, why are you coming to add to the pylon for this young lady who hates being famous so much, did her damned, who did her damnedest, put her utmost energy into trying to get to that position.
Seriously. Pink Pony Club, yeah, but you don't want anyone to talk to you.
No,
HOTT.
do you know what?
Okay.
I do feel bad for her. I really do. I really do.
She's always shouting at them on that red carpet, man. The clips. That clip where she's got that face and she's when you're
Oh my
so
God.
fucked off that your whole face is
The teacher
scrunched.
face. Yeah,
Yeah.
she is here. Have you seen the lineup for the next celebrity traitors? Yeah,
Amazing.
it's a strong one.
It's so good. James Blunt.
You know what's funny is I couldn't remember a single name on there. I just remember looking at the list and being like, "Yeah, that's decent. That's decent." But I couldn't tell you one person that's on that lineup.
I remember they had Maya Jama. They had
Yes,
Romesh Ranganathan.
yeah.
I think Rob Beckett was there. Rob
There's a
and
number of
Romesh love to do stuff together.
yeah. That's what Alex was saying. There's a number of comedians. It's
I
so
wonder if,
interesting seeing celebrities in that context though, because it's just a completely different environment that we've seen any of them in. Even if we've seen them on game shows before, traitors, I feel like psychologically just breaks people down
yep.
like their purest selves.
And they get so emotional sometimes.
Yeah. And the funny ones just can be really unfunny. Sometimes
Mm.
like comedians in reality TV are really, really serious and unfunny and grumpy.
Yeah, and I hate seeing them in that light.
Yeah.
You've come on here because you're a comedian. So be a comedian, be the class clown. Don't know, don't
But
come here showing us your true self.
that's not a lot of their personalities for real.
I hate it. It's kind of like Big Brother where it's really exposing
Yeah.
and you're seeing them in their true light because there was someone, the guy who played Christian in EastEnders. Oh my God, he was
Nasty
a
piece of
horrific
work.
man. Oh, he does
Nasty
not
piece of
get enough
work.
hate. Oh,
And this is it, is that now it's tainted my view of you going forwards.
100%.
Even if I liked your characters and other roles that you played, like seeing him in Big Brother, like I'm never gonna support him again.
Mm-mm.
And Traitors also has the ability to do that. People.
Yeah,
So you're
yeah.
like, oh, you're actually kind of nasty. You're quite selfish, or you're like encouraging everyone to gang up upon this one person, and they're an ethnic minority. Surprise, surprise.
Uh-huh. Yeah, how many ethnic minorities do we have going in
Um,
with
well, we've
this one?
named two of them already,
Well, you do.
Ramesh and Maya Jama.
Yes, that's true.
I don't know the list. I really encourage any reality TV show when they're announcing their celeb lineup to always accompany each name with a picture. Because when I see a list of names like that, I my mind can't connect who is who. And then when I see the pictures, I'm like, oh yeah, I know everyone here. So just start immediately when you're announcing it, put the pictures up. Let us immediately know what we're looking at.
100%. Yes, I 100% will be tuning in, and I want us to predict who we think the traitors will be picked.
Oh
Who,
yes.
yeah, because I think when there's people that come in, obviously all of them know each other when they're celebrities because they're all in the same industry and they probably like would have passed each other in certain things or would have been on shows together,
Mhm.
like the Jonathan Ross show, like last year. Jonathan Ross knew a lot of them. But people like partnerships like Rob and Romesh, they do a whole show together on Sky. They've done so many different things. It's hard coming in and being kind of paired up with someone. So they might do one of them being the traitor and one of them
Mm,
being a faithful, or just none of them. But then people within their mind will still think, oh, one
yeah.
of them's got to be a traitor. So that can sometimes make things hard. I
Yeah.
think Ramesh would be a good traitor.
Was he on that show Last One Laughing?
Yes, yes, he was
Yeah.
on the most recent season.
How did he perform on that? Like how's his poker face
It
and
was
stuff?
good. He did well for a while and then ended up laughing at some shit joke that Jimmy Carr.
Can I also say it's always the shit jokes that get people to laugh on that show. It's always
Mm,
the shit one. I would do so badly on Last One Laughing.
terribly.
Literally laugh at everything.
Same.
If you can
Same.
laugh, laugh.
Hello, it's
That's my
one
speaker
life.
for the week. If you can laugh, laugh, guys. Find a place to laugh. Find something to laugh at, and just keep doing that. Just keep doing that.
That's so funny. Our speakers are getting worse. My speaker is London. Every week, our speaker has just been Hoxton. Is
Literally,
amazing
my
as
speaker
of
is having
late.
a home. Guys, if you can get a home, although I was so dramatic when I was walking around London. I was thinking in my head, I was thinking, this is why you stop calling them homeless people because it can quickly become an identity. It actually
Mm.
does affect like your confidence and how you move through the world and how you feel worthy of a place here. Genuinely, it sounds so dramatic because I'm like in the most comfortable place that you could imagine, like with my own room. It's so such a lovely flat. And I'm like, I'm homeless. Moving around like nobody knows that I'm homeless. But no, I'm giving myself this week to stop complaining about it. And then from next week I'm gonna start seeing the positives. But
Oh,
I
okay.
just have to wallow for a little bit. There still will be some moments where I'm like, why is everything closed at 8 p.m.?
Oh, yeah. Hmm.
So do you have a speaker? I've done mine. Mine is laughter. Enjoy.
I did mine. It was Hoxton. I didn't have a speaker. What is my speaker? Speaker, speaker,
It can
speaker,
be
speaker, speaker.
Hoxton. It can be Hoxton. Get yourself down to Hoxton, guys. Give it a hug from me. Tell it I'll be back.
Tell it we sent you.
Telling me all
No,
right, well,
I'm just gonna run out as soon as we finish this. I'm running out and getting myself a can of Coke, the crispiest, coldest Coke you've ever had, and I'm gonna guzzle it down before I even get to the self-checkout. So that's me.
well, enjoy it. Enjoy it. You earned it with all your drinking. Vodka spritz, vodka, lemon spritz, wine spritz, everything spritz.
Oh my gosh. No, my speaker's actually Spritz. I love Spritz. Oh gosh, what are you gonna do with the rest of your day?
I'm gonna go for a walk.
Lovely.
I'm gonna go for a walk, continue making my space make sense for me. Yeah, just reset for Sunday and
Yeah,
lounge around, just take full
absolutely.
opportunity to relax.
Absolutely. Well, enjoy it.
I
Enjoy
will
it.
do. And let us know how you guys are spending or spent your bank holiday weekend. Have you moved out of your hometown? How did you cope? Tell me about it, please. I would love to hear about the experience the other way because obviously a lot of people moved to London. So what was it like when you first moved? Was that a big culture shock? Do you
Mm.
love it? Do you think you'll stay? Give me some tips on how to feel comfortable in a completely new area. Our socials are Stay on the Line Sis on Insta and TikTok. Our email is stayonthelinesis@gmail.com. Feel free to send any thoughts on today's episode. Bye.
Bye.